The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother, Me, and Advice Show for the Modern Era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middlest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your sweet baby brother, crack that beverage, baby, Griffin McElroy. The energy in the studio is alive and electric.
crackling.
Bazinga, this energy's good.
Crackling oat brand, the energy bouncing from Justin to me to Justin.
Welcome to the Zeitgeist, folks. We are just riding a cultural wave right now, thanks to our hot new party game, Which One Vapes. As you know, we invented this hit party game accidentally last week, and it has taken on a life of its own, created by Auburn Wood, who actually went through and made almost to our exact specifications.
Yeah, this is well tailored.
My only regret about the whole thing is that we've got this just tidal wave of fun game that we did not think of any way to like monetize.
It's a gift.
All.
It's a gift. We'll
This
come
is
up
a
with
gift
another
that
one
we
next
just
time.
Wait, Jay Alexander or David Letterman? Miss J or Mr. D? Damn, you know Miss J's got like some a fashionable rig. It's like a cane, like a fashionable cane that Miss J lifts up to those lips, and then vape juice.
Here's what I'm going to give you guys.
Please.
This is created. It is like not. This is a scientific process, and I have proof because I have leaderboards here. The least likely and most likely to vape. Let me go through the least likely to vape first.
Oh, excellent!
Starting from number 6 and going back.
And we promised we weren't going to talk about vaping this episode as much as we did last episode.
Yeah, but this is a cultural zeitgeist. The Daily Dot said that this is an important website.
Very important.
Very important.
It's been sent to
the Lord's work.
It's been sent to the Library of Congress.
So here we go. Number 6, Michelle Obama.
Yes,
definitely not vaping. Like, yeah. So she's the least. She's
the number
likely.
6 least likely to vape. She's
Okay.
not the most least likely to vape.
I see.
Okay. Number 5, Vanessa Redgrave. Accurate.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
4, Bruce Lee. Fair.
Yeah.
Number 3, Joan Plowright. Okay.
All right.
Number 2, Kate Bach. Coming in at number 1, most least likely to vape. Number 1, least likely to vape, Dorothy Dandridge.
Okay.
Accurate. Okay. Now here's our top 6. Going to number 1, heading to number 1,
Oh my
most
God.
likely to vape.
Justin wouldn't let us look at this beforehand because
Everyone, this is proving to me that this is a scientifically accurate process.
Okay.
Number 6, Jared Leto.
yes.
maybe even should be higher. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. There might be some superstars up on top.
Hang on. Number 5, Dane Cook.
Yes.
Holy
Fuck,
shit.
yes.
So good. Number 4, Johnny Depp.
Oh my God, these are very good.
And number 3, Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
I'm not sure about that one.
That
I feel
one, I
like he's
think-
ranking a bit high there.
Yeah, I feel like maybe.
Number 2 is Macklemore.
Fuck. Good. Yes.
And number 1, John Leguizamo, of course.
No, number 1 is Chris Angel.
Oh,
Wow.
holy shit! He probably has literal vape magic
He
tricks.
probably vapes and like there's no vape rig around him. People are like, how did you do
How
that?
did
And
you
he's just
vape
like,
me?
mind freak.
I don't want
Cotton.
our vaping listeners, because I know there's a contingent of them.
Yeah.
To feel like we are in any way marginalizing you. There is not a stigma attached. I don't have a word to attach this stigma because I don't necessarily dislike.
I don't think there's a
any
stigma.
of these people. It's just like, yeah, that's right.
I don't think we are either pro or against so much as we're just like,
Oh, no,
this
no.
is a thing that's going on.
Sorry, boys, I didn't understand what you were talking about. I'm very much against these people who
Oh,
you
not
have
those
listed in the
people.
tops.
Griffin. I'm talking about vape.
Say for Shia. I think it's time for Shia to like find his way back.
But I don't know. I don't want our vaping listeners to feel like we're like picking on them or making fun of them. That's not
Where's
accurate.
our
It's just-
ranking? Because I know we're in the mix, and then there's a special section that is brothers most to least likely to vape.
Number 3, Justin McElroy. Number 2, Travis McElroy. Number 1,
Really?
brother, most likely to vape, Griffin McElroy.
I would think I was least likely to.
Here's the thing: I do talk about cotton and rev. I know the most terminology.
You do know a lot of
But
terms.
that's just I'm an admirer of the Tumblr
You're more a
scene.
fanatic than you are like if you knew a lot about baseball, that doesn't mean you're most likely to play baseball.
That's true.
It
That's
just means you follow the sport.
So anyway-
weak, low lung capacity, so
Yeah.
not built for the stuff.
So anyway, whichonevapes.com is that
It's
website.
which one vape? Oh, you've got the actual
I
redirect.
booked it last time, and now the redirect is working. So whichonevapes.com.
Shout out to Auburn. Is that Auburn pulled down the URL? Which one? Vap.es, which is good shit.
Very good too. But now the redirect is working. Gene Hagen versus Margot Robbie.
I don't think Margot.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so
I
either.
the
actually
juice.
think it's Margot Robbie.
Okay.
So
And there's some odd ones in there for some reason. A Mako shark is one of the options that people
Pretty good.
have popped up. Anyway,
this is our last episode that we're recording all together before we wrap on the show this Friday with the Candlelight Show, which I'm excited to see everybody at. Going to be a big fun crowd, and then next week back to remote, back to the distance.
I've grown so used to recording with you guys in the same room. I don't know how I'll return to the comfort of not having to stare at your faces.
It's going to be real good.
we'll figure it out. But anyway, thanks for hanging in with us. We love you all very much. And now it is time to do what we get paid to do. The what brought us here. It is time to dance with who brung you. Advice.
Advice brung us.
Advice brung us, and now we're bringing advice. Here it comes. I love my fiance, and we've lived together for almost 3 years. However, she has one annoying habit. She always drinks only 2/3 of a glass of water and then just leaves the still partially full cup behind. I keep asking her to either finish them or take them to the kitchen to be washed. But she insists she may want to finish it later. Nonsense. So my question is this. How do I get her to clean up her mess? Or should I be concerned about an upcoming invasion of Earth by aliens whose skin is burned by water? That's from Terribly Vexed and Terre Haute.
Yeah, I mean, it's got amoebas in it.
Yeah, it's got to be.
That's what the girl in the movie says.
There's an important question here, which is there any frequency at which she does actually ever pick up old glasses and drink out of them, or does she just constantly say, I may want to finish it later,
Yeah,
and
is there
never
any
does it?
evidence to support this I'll finish it later theory?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me? I didn't ask.
Answer the
Justin.
fucking question, Justin.
What are you hiding,
Follow the
Justin?
money.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think so. I think if she was cleaning up after herself, this would be quite the odd question. Also, no one has ever no one has ever been thirsty and looked at a third cup of anything
Yeah.
and thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
please.
age to perfection.
Wash it. You never, like, in an ad for Pepsi, you never see somebody just pick up a 1/3 full cup of flat Pepsi. I'm like, the taste of a next generation.
What's the tipping point for water? Because there's definitely I have a glass of water at my bedside every night, and my bedtime routine is make a pee pee, brush my teeth first, and then get a new glass of water because I won't drink that old shit. Here's an old glass of water.
Here's an old glass. There's literally two
There's
within
two-
reach.
Yeah. What's the tipping point? Like how many hours old does it? And what's getting in there to make it taste so weird? Because it does.
does taste
You know,
weird.
Griffin, for me, it's a sliding scale. I can put my finger on it, but the answer for me is
Gotta talk.
if I can't remember when I put it down, it's too old.
Because you, at that point, who put it down?
Exactly.
Could be
Because
anybody's.
that's the thing. I don't know why my fear with old water is always, did someone else perhaps touch this?
That's why I put ice cubes in my drink, not because I like the coolness of it, but because ice cubes are like, hey, this shit's
This
still
is
good
the
to go.
one. If listen, this is weird to me because if I screw up my courage enough to actually drink just plain water, I get the cup, I fill it with some water, I drink as much as I'm going to, and
Yeah.
I put the cup back right away.
Now, I've
I don't
noticed-
carry water with me.
That's a lie, because I've noticed you have a fun little blue bottle, and it's like your water friend.
Well, that's a water bottle. That's different.
Yeah, but like you just lied to us.
Oh,
you have
that's
a
a good
special
solution,
container.
though. Get some sort of like one of those like aluminum bottle buddies for your girlfriend.
Yes.
And be like, okay, great. This you can seal back up and then actually
Get-
drink later.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, get her a helmet with slots for 2 cups
Exactly.
on it and straws that come down from them, and she can just like slurp all day long.
And that's fun too because you can decorate it to be like her favorite pro, sports
Wrestler.
team.
Yeah.
Pro wrestler. Like maybe you put some horns on there, like a big mohawk. That's fun.
That's fun.
And that's what you gotta stay hydrated and you gotta stay fun with it. That's what I've always said.
That's what relationships are really about. Forcing your partner to drink in the way that you are most comfortable
exactly.
with.
Just shaping them to be more what you think they should be.
What's up with water, though? Because I'll never leave a third of a cup of Diet Dr. Pepper sitting around. That's Diet Dr. Pepper.
As somebody who's been cleaning up after you for 2 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and say that's incorrect.
It's good to go. That's Diet Dr. Pepper. I would never leave a soldier behind like that. Water, I can get you out of the same room that the toilet's in, water. That's what you are to me.
If you think about it, it's completely nonsensical to worry about a glass of water sitting out in the air because, like, that's the same air you're breathing. It's not except
different,
except in
though.
one circumstance. If it's under a ceiling fan, because everything's coming off that fan.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything's coming off that fan.
Let's establish some danger zones. Now, Justin's
Justin
just
is a
spilled
dribble
some
boy.
Monster
He's a
Energy
dribble
drink
boy?
on himself. Under the ceiling fan. Can't drink that water ever again. There's a lot of bad stuff in there. Under the air conditioning vent. I don't know who's up there or what they're doing. Other places. If I enter the bathroom with a cup of water, that's where that lives now because the bathroom air is bad. Kitchen? I don't know. Chicken particles could be floating around in there.
Salmonella.
Can't have the water around there.
This might just be very localized to me, but if I see my cat within 30 feet of it, I can't
do
trust it because my cat will shove her whole face into a glass to get a little sip of
Kitty-
water from
kitty
my water.
Why does the water taste different, though? What's getting in there to make it taste so bad?
Fluoride.
The fluoride's in it
it.
before it
And then,
starts.
but then it controls your mind and tells you it tastes bad, so you drink more, so you get the water prices up.
Is it
follow the money?
Is it dust? Is it just dust
But why
particles
don't
from?
I don't
It just
taste
I'm
gets old.
breathing it all the time. Why not? Here, I'm not tasting the bad taste in my mouth from the air.
Griffin, perhaps your supposition is incorrect. It's not what's getting into the water, but rather what is leaving the water. All the good flavor is evaporating out as it sits in the open air.
This is all perspective, though. Did you ever have friends in school where
No.
when they showed up and they had a smell, like that was just like what their house smelled like?
Yeah.
And you knew that like something, you had left some clothes there because they would have that person's
Worry
house
about
smell.
that.
But nobody knows their own house smell.
That's true. I worry about that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, go away from your house for 2 weeks and come back, and you're like, oh, this is me. This is my brand.
I did. That is rough. That's like really actually very jarring when you're on vacation for a week and you come back and you're like,
Who's made
"Whoa."
grilled cheese? Oh, wait a minute. It's always grilled cheese
That's
up
always
in
my
here.
house. Oh, no. I'm grilled cheese man. And everyone else who's ever come into my house knows it.
That's why candles got invented. It's just air hacking. So
Reset
that's
it.
what I call candles air hackers.
Hey, do you have a Yahoo?
Hack the air. Yeah, I got this one. It's sent in by level 9000. Yeah, Drew Davenport. Thank you, Drew. So yeah, Drew answers user Johnny, who asks, by the way, we got to talk about that hack. There's a Yahoo hack, like 500 million accounts exposed. How's your guys' shit going? It doesn't sound like it's going very good. Hey, Yahoo Answers are definitely going to be dead like by next week, right? You're going to have to sell it to pay for all the accounts?
All the hacks
All the
and-
hacking? Okay, great.
Hey, their information got hacked. 500 million people hacked, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Half a bill. No big
Half
deal.
a bill, no big deal. Who has got Yahoo account? Like,
Yeah.
what are you keeping on there?
What
in
are the
Yahoo?
secrets?
All right, Griff, I'm ready. Hit me with a Yahoo.
All right, this one's asked by Drew Answers user Johnny, who asks, are roller coaster good for you? Update, like for your body. Are roller coaster good for you?
Are roller coaster good for you?
Let's talk about the health benefits of a coaster. Good for, here's what I say. Massages, very good for you. Moving the toxins around, I guess.
Yeah.
Squeezing the nodules and getting the bad stuff out and moving the bad stuff to the good nodules. And then releasing the knots and the tension and the aura. I think a good coaster flips you, spins it all around. And when you get out the end of it, your muscles are all confused and just loose and wild. And
I think it's like a reverse massage. It's like putting tension into the body. It's not rubbing you in the specific way you need to be rubbed.
Let me posit a circumstance in which it could be very good for your body.
okay,
A kidney stone.
just breaks it all up. With
Well,
this
you got lodged in there. You can't get it out. You can't get the kidney stone out. And maybe it's lodged in there, like, it's shaped like an arrowhead, and it's buried in like the wall of your kidney.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Griffin.
So you're positing that like, oh, I have a really big kidney stone. What am I going to do today? I think I'm going to hit up Great Adventure. Just get out there.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
Great
I-
Adventure a park? It's
I
a
have
park.
no
isn't it?
fucking
Let me
idea.
try one that I know. I'm going to go to Kings Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about Kings Island a lot. So
Kings Island's really
I think
great.
roller coaster good for me because, and this is just like, I don't know if you guys know this about me. It's just like a fun, weird, like a very random, just like funny thing. It's the only way I can get a boner.
Oh no! What?
Yeah. So I'll hop on like the Harry Potter experience. I haven't actually been there, but I'm sure I would go hog-wild on it. But yeah, I'll just go on a roller coaster and get a bone, and then
Is that good for you?
it'll last me a little, long enough, and then I guess the closest amusement park to me is Six Flags Fiesta Texas, which is about an hour and a half drive. So it takes some work.
Wait, is it really called Six Flags Fiesta Texas?
And I don't think it's in a town called Fiesta. I think it's just like letting you know, hey,
It's time to party.
it's time to party, specifically Griffin. So I have an annual pass. They basically just let me come and go. I'm good friends with Barry, who runs the rides there.
All the rides, huh?
Well, just the one closest to the entrance, because I'll just like run in there, just dart in there, be like, yo, Barry. He's like, yo, trying to get wood? And I'm like, yeah. And so I'll hop on it. And
So Barry knows.
yeah, Barry knows. And then we'll go. And then there's yeah.
I don't think roller coasters are good for your body.
Well, I disagree because it's the only way I get.
Yeah, okay,
get,
you got an affliction. I'm saying like by and large,
Yeah.
I think you're kind of getting beat up in there.
I don't know that I've ever gotten off a roller coaster and thought, better.
That's the stuff.
Is adrenaline good for your body though? Fight or
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fight or
yeah.
flight getting triggered?
That's good because you go in there and you go into. Sometimes you just got to fight a roller coaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very aggressive, very just sexual experience. Just being on a
Is it
good
the loops
coaster.
that give you the wood? Griffin?
The what now?
I don't want to circle back, but is it the loops that give you
I
the
think
wood?
it's
Is
just
it
a
the hills?
blood flow thing. It's getting on one with a good corkscrew, and then the centrifugal force just puts my blood exactly where I need
The
it.
tip of your penis.
Well,
It's a little lewd.
it's
Travis.
a little lewd to
The
talk
tip
about
of the
that.
penis.
Are roller coaster good for your body, though? Do you think? Probably.
Holistically speaking, I think they're like a net loss. I think you get bruised. I think you get shaken all around. Sometimes your head goes between the two
This is
headrests.
true.
I hate that.
Could you make a roller coaster that is good for your body?
Okay.
I'm saying that maybe like that's what you go into. You design like, hey, everybody, this
Okay.
roller coaster is going to feel like a nap.
At the bottom, what about this? At the bottom of the dip, tick, 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 going up, going up, going up, going up. I'm going down. I'm screaming. My mouth is open. What's at the bottom? Salad. You're just going
I
through.
like that.
That's
you're,
fun.
You're just like shoving it in there.
And then halfway through the ride, it just stops for 45 minutes, and then like a pillow comes out, and you can just take like just a quick 45-minute nap because that's always good for everybody.
45-minute nap is a fucking nightmare, and I wish you would not.
21-minute nap.
26-minute nap is like where you want to be.
Well, agree to disagree. I prefer 21 minutes.
So, Emma Martina Luigia Morano, born 29 November 1899, is the oldest living person. And by the way, internet, it took me way too long to figure this out. We should just, if I type oldest, then there should be a website called Oldest Living Person that just tracks that shit. Maybe that's the next project from the people who brought you Which One Vapes. Anyway, Emma, huge coaster head. So there's something there.
What's the quote? Is there? You said there was a quote in there about like how much Emma loves coasters.
Yeah, it says, boy howdy, I just love getting spun around and getting wood on these coasties.
Wait a minute.
And it says I can't do them anymore, though, because I would turn to dust if I went on a roll. If this woman went on Son of Beasts at Kings Island, she would just be reduced to ash.
It doesn't. It's been closed for a half decade. It would be quite a feat if she
It
went
would be
on the non-existent roller coaster.
incredible. But anyway, huge coaster head, Emma Morano. No big deal, just like 116 years old.
That's pretty good.
116 years young.
No, old.
No, she's
Old.
she's
Very
pretty
old,
old,
actually.
Yeah. Looking really good though. The top result is also Emma Martina Luigi Morano diet. If you type in Emma, then like it fills to that because some people are like, I want to be 116. Secret, I'm guessing, lots of pasta, lots of coasties, lots of wood.
Okay, that's one option.
That's one option. Is it just you got to move the blood around and you got to fill that tummy with pasta. Got to get that wood.
The last few days, someone has left a bike parked on my sidewalk near my house. Kickstand down, no lock. Just standing there, not even in front of any residents. It's not in bad shape. It only needs a new front tire to be rideable. I was sitting there for 3 days straight with
It
no
was sitting there.
movement.
You weren't sitting there watching it, just not moving, afraid the bike would run away if you made sudden movements.
It was sitting there for about 3 days straight with no movement or anyone coming to get it. So I said, fuck it, and took it. Am I good? That was from Cycle Salvage in the American South.
From Bike Thief in Birmingham. A bike taker.
This person's a bike thief, right?
Yeah, you took
I'm
the
sorry,
bike.
you're back. Like, how long would a car need to sit on the street before you're like, no one's coming back for this car?
That hoopty's got a busted spoiler. I'm just gonna take it. What?
It sat in front of my house for 3 days and no one moved the car, so I guess it's a free car.
I tried the handle and it was unlocked, so I grand thefted the auto.
You can't just take a thing because someone left it stationary.
This thing is old and bad, so it's mine now. It wasn't a fucking cat that you found outside that was hungry. It was a person's bicycle that maybe they need to reinflate the front tire, but that's no excuse. You're on some Wisdom of Solomon shit, like the bike goes to the person who loves it the most.
And maybe you're about to like try to deny this, but let me ask you this, and be brutally honest with both me and yourself. What kind of due diligence did you do after you took? Did you put signs up that were like, "Hey, if you come looking for this bike, I've got it. It's safe. You can have it." Or were you just like, "This is mine. No one will ever know this is mine." Like, how much work did you do to make sure the rightful owner would not think, I know, crazy, it was just stolen?
It's just, you just stole
You just
it.
kind of stole a
kinda
bike a little
took
bit.
it.
You just
And
kinda
don't get me-
wanted it?
It's not the worst stealing of a bike that ever was.
No, it's not like you chopped the lock and took a little kid's Huffy, but it's not great.
God, I would love to have been there when you finally broke and just did the damn dirty thing. Can you imagine where you have to be at? Just like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. Just like you had to stick your courage to the sticking place and just like walk down your driveway and just like grab it. Like, am I really doing this? I bet it was so exciting. I bet you were thrilled. Like, am I really stealing this bike? Oh my God, I'm stealing this bike.
I'm doing this. I bet they did it slow at first. Like, they probably eased up and acted like they weren't
Just like-
taking it.
yeah.
They were just like dusting
And
off.
yelled
Oh, yeah.
and yelled like, I'm taking this bike now. I hope nobody stops me.
You're lucky as shit that you weren't biked.
Oh yeah, John
dude.
Quinones was across the street in a car. This is an episode
Detective John Quinones.
It's an episode of What Would You Do? And you just lost the morality test. I will say it is impressive that no one just stole it.
Yeah.
I mean, someone did.
Someone did,
steal
and that
it.
person was the you. I would love a follow-up where John Quinones does join a police force and becomes Detective John Quinones, and a sequel show called What Did You Do? And he just busts people for crime. He's like, I've got a special TV segment. You stole the bicycle, and we've been filming it for 3 days. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you got me. I guess I learned my lesson. You sure did. You have the right to fucking remain silent. I'm Detective John Quinones. No second chances. That's the third.
That's the kind of man I am.
That's the kind of man I am. No more. You took the bike, thiever.
You stole it.
You did.
You
I
did
bet.
steal it. Okay, break it down into its base components. There was a thing that was not yours.
Yes.
And you made it yours
By way of your taking of it.
without paying for it or even asking for permission of a thing.
Yes.
That's stealing.
I've
just described stealing.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. That bike was probably stolen from someone else,
Oh,
right?
every bike has been stolen. I'm going to go back to Austin and open up my garage, and both of my bikes are gone.
So, like, all bikes are stolen.
Yeah.
Basically. I think someone stole this and then, like, maybe they lost their nerve or
There's-
saw a cop or something
Yeah,
and just,
Maybe
like,
it's
ditched
cursed.
it.
Could be a curse. It could be one of those Jumanji bikes.
Could be a Jumanji bike, and now you're what, riding it around? Okay, listen, question asker. Here's my question for you. You take your hot bike, you're riding your hot bike around the neighborhood, and somebody goes, "Hey, I think that's my bike." How do you respond? Because that's going to color like the rest of my. If you're like, "Oh, it was sitting in front of my house," so
And you, question asker, the fact that your mind is racing right now to think about ways to prevent this, that the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah,
right there.
that means you stole the bike.
I'm worried that now, after the thrill of stealing a bike has happened, that you're now going to crave that high again. And like, I don't know that any bike is safe around you now.
Here's-
and then pretty soon it'll be a velocipede.
There's only one circumstance in which you find a bike in the wild and you can make it yours. And I think it's if you fish it out of the river.
Yeah.
If you go fishing, and this is why most people fish, like, it's not to fish because it's fucking boring. They're all hoping to get a bike.
Well, because that's not stealing it, that's rescuing a bike. You saved a bike at that
yeah.
point. And it's good for the environment.
Yeah.
I want to suggest sort of middle ground and see how it grabs you guys.
Okay.
What if you take the bike and ride it as your own, but every night when you're done with the bike, you return it to the sidewalk and leave it standing there just where you
For somebody else, steal a bike and don't have a bike, steal a bike, have a bike, give it to be stole the bike.
No, I'm saying you like don't try to break this wild bike. Don't try to like make it yours. I'm saying like leave it as a wild bike that when you need a bike, it's there
Community
for
bike.
you. It's a community bike. But you ride it, but you don't try to take possession of it. You just use it when you need it. And if it's no longer there at some point, oh well. I
That
guess
bike's
it's not.
moved on to its
Because
next
what are you
purpose.
doing by taking it? Here's what you're really like. Let's put a pin in it. When you take it, what you're saying is, boy, I hope no one else steals this before I do.
Yeah.
Like that's all you're doing is like, I'm gonna pre-steal this so no one steals it from the imagined possession that I've created around it.
The only thing you can do now is go throw it in the river
Yeah.
for some lucky fisherman to find.
And maybe leave a note on it that's just like, this bike is not cursed. Or like,
Just
which
write
bike?
and write on the note serendipity, because I saw the movie a long time ago. and I
Well, duct tape
think
a
that's what it's
DVD
about.
of Serendipity to the bike.
Yes.
If they throw the bike in and then catch it themselves, is that
Big
then,
fish.
Is it like baptism?
If
Is it then
yes.
like
But they can't do it in the same, it has to come back around to them. They can't do it in the same
through all the
event.
worlds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because also, the experiences that bike has had will make it a fuller, richer bike. You know what I mean? If that bike has truly lived, you know?
Guys, I miss my bike. I can't wait to get home and put some laps on it. I miss my bike. I can't wait to get home and tune her up.
Yeah.
Just get those chains.
Assuming it's still there, which
Oh,
it
it
isn't.
won't be, but if it is, I'm gonna grease the chains and pump those wheels and
Have
just
you
tune
ever
her
had a
up.
bike stolen from you?
Yeah, I had one stolen when I was a
I
kid.
had one stolen. Griffin?
No, I'm due. I'm due for a
Mine
theft.
was on the porch of the Fine Arts Building in Oklahoma, and my lock was broken on my like U-bolt lock thing. So I just kind of draped it around so it looked locked. I was inside the building for about 20, 30 minutes and came back out and it was gone. And there was like shrubbery and foliage all around the porch. So like someone had to walk up and
Yeah.
check and test
How
every
brazen.
bike to steal my like $80 like Walmart bike.
No, I've never had a bike stolen, but when I flew here for the TV show, I left my bike, and the front tire's a little beat up, but I left it outside of somebody's house, and I just like put the kickstand down. I didn't lock it because Austin's a pretty friendly place, so I left it there, and I'm sure it's not a big deal.
Someone's negligence is not an excuse to steal things from them.
Yes, that's right. They accidentally left their bike there. Maybe they needed to run in someplace real quick, and it took them longer than they thought it would.
3 days.
Yeah.
3 days longer than they
They
thought
had
it
to
would.
just run into that puzzle dungeon real quick.
Yeah. Should we go to the money zone?
Yeah, let's go.
Whee! I'm gonna need money to buy a new bike because mine's in hell.
Folks, our first sponsor this week is Blue Apron. If you have been looking to maybe expand your cooking prowess, but you don't know where to start, it can be pretty intimidating, but Blue Apron makes it really easy. They're going to deliver you a box with all the food you need, fresh summer vegetables, fresh, great produce, great meats, and step-by-step instructions with pictures that'll let you create delicious home-cooked meals with perfectly pre-proportioned.
I have a lot of trouble with that one every time.
Proportioned ingredients?
Blue Apron, you make an incredible product, and your liner notes here that we're supposed to read are pretty good. But I think we need to just come up with a different word because we just goof that one hard each time.
And this is for less than $10 a meal, which is pretty great. They've got variety. New recipes are created weekly and are not repeated within a year. There's you can customize what you want based on your preferences. If you have dietary things that you're trying to stick to, Blue Apron can accommodate that. And it's easy and fun. Some meals that are coming down the pike in September: paprika, spiced shrimp, and cheddar grits with tomato and sweet corn. Delicious. Spicy there's your ASMR, everyone. Spicy
Or they
hoisin.
just threw up.
Chicken-
That's the mouth sound Griffin made was not.
That's
no.
how I. This is how I eat. So I have different ways of eating each kind of food. So the way that I did shrimp and grits was So read the next one, and I'll tell you how you
Spicy
eat that.
hoisin chicken stir fry with baby bok choy and sesame ginger cucumber salad.
So that one I
kinda
do.
like
I
it.
do big bites, big animated bites on that one.
That sounds like a Sesame Street character eating a transition into the next scene, like a monster.
What's the next one?
I'm not doing any more.
Eggplant and chickpea tag to gene. Fuck, we got to learn how to say this word, fellas. Anyway, that one's like, and I do like a bunch of really quick little bites.
Great. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/mybrother. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/mybrother. What is that? Kind of like bad corn?
Little bites, just little bites.
Little bites. Can I tell you about Squarespace?
Wait.
I would like to tell you about Squarespace, please, for once. Can I just...
We never let Travis tell us
I-
about Squarespace.
Can
Yes.
I just, please?
But if it makes you feel any better, it's because we think you're going to do a really bad job.
I'm not. I'm going to do a good job. So, websites, where do you get them? Right? Like,
Yeah.
It seems like everyone's got one, and they're like, maybe it's a website all about, like, I don't know, who vapes, or like the invasion of Normandy, or something.
I think you have to go to the store, or maybe there's like a government place that you have to go to and ask them for a website, and then they do
You
one.
know what, government? I used to think that.
Yeah.
But no. You just go to squarespace.com. They've already got a bunch of websites that they'll just give you.
I don't think it works that way.
Well,
So they
like-
bought all the websites, and then you go there, and they're like, "That'll be $5 for a website," and you say, "Okay."
An old man leads you down a dusty corridor and he asks you some questions about the kind of person you are. And then he just reaches up and selects a website.
He
and
grabs
says,
it-
This one will do nicely.
He grabs an old mason jar full of websites, and he unscrews the lid and upends the websites out onto the table, and you get to pick the one you want.
He said, Wait, well, what? No, it couldn't be. I've had this one here for years. Certainly not.
Only one dark wizard has claimed this website before.
It doesn't work like this at all, but it is very easy. Travis, our prediction of you doing a bad job explaining Squarespace has been prescient.
Voldemort also has a website that uses Ruby.
I thought I was actually doing a pretty good job until you got started on this old man tangent.
Well,
but
no,
I
this
liked
is
it.
the important thing about commercials is to not let the other two brothers assail
Yeah,
you.
you
I
gotta
see.
fight. Stand your ground.
Let me run through what it is. So Squarespace will teach you and show you everything you need to know to build a pretty amazing website. I made McElroyshows.com on Squarespace. It took me about 30 minutes.
How much did you have to pay the old man at the store for McElroy shows?
I don't remember, but it was very reasonable. It was a very low
Does
amount.
he deal in trades?
No, but with every website, you do get one Werther's original still warm from his pocket.
Travis, you are letting us walk all
You're
over
right.
you.
Let me tell you about the features. It's easy. You get free custom domain. They got beautiful templates, seamless commerce tools. So if you want to like make money off your website, you can do
Now,
that.
how did you fold the commerce tools into McElroy show?
Every time you click a link on McElroyshows.com, you get charged $5.
What does
good deal.
what does the website man get? For,
The website man gets $4.99 of it.
That's a lot. For
I get 1 penny, but I'm literally doing no work.
The website man doesn't. He dresses very poorly, and you would think, with all the money he's making from the website residuals,
He's very invested. He has a very diverse
you are
portfolio.
a fucking doormat right now.
Okay, let me try again. They've got customer support out the wazoo 24/7. You can talk to a human being who's going to help you out. If
Just
old
the same,
human
just
being?
the old man.
There's an old man, and
He's
you
very
can
busy.
You can start today. Get your free trial, free trial today at squarespace.com/mybrother to get 10% off your first purchase. Go check it out. Go do it. Start your own website. Maybe have your own new cultural phenomenon like Which One Vapes.
I have a personal message
I
here.
wish I could be at the Squarespace offices when he's like, Valerie, get in here. We found it. The McElroy brothers found it. The perfect advertisement for our website service.
You know that openly hostile sound you've been looking for? Listen to this. Got a personal message here, Jumbotron message for Anthony, soon to be Lemo.
Lemieux?
And it's from Allison, soon to be Lemieux, who says, I love you more than Griffin loves horses. False. Travis loves dogs.
Impossible.
And Justin loves not having to say big words in Jumbotrons.
Correct.
I can't wait to marry you on Saturday and spend the rest of our lives listening to the brothers together. I love you so much, Burbles. You can hit me up on my mobile anytime.
Oh, this wedding's actually happening this week. We crushed it.
We stuck the landing on the date, folks.
October 1st is when Anthony and Allison are getting married. Congratulations, you two are very excited. Hope everything goes well. I'm sure it will. And enjoy your new life together.
I got a message for Ite, that's Allison Taylor, from B Life, which is Blythe. Who is Blythe? Hey, happy birthday to you, Ite. Thank you for introducing me to the magical world of MBMBaM, biking, and all things majestic. Cheers to all the bike riders and Mario... No, sorry.
Hey, bike riders. Thanks for listening to my message.
Hey, got a second bike rider?
This one goes out to all the biker people out there.
This goes to all the bike thieves out there.
So
Take another run at this. Read
Here
the
we
rest
go.
of the fucking message.
Okay. Thank you for introducing me to the magic world of MBMBaM biking and all things majestic. Cheers to all the bike rides and Mario Kart times that are ahead. Also, happy birthday for like 4 years, girl.
This one's for June. So
quite.
wanged it just a little
Didn't
bit.
quite get there. I do like that you introduced, if I can double check this again, you were introduced by your friend to my brother, me, and the concept of biking.
Yeah, it's tight, dude. You know cars? Imagine half of that.
Hey, look what I stole for you.
Look what I stole for you. It's like a car, but half of that, and the engine is you.
I would love to be in Blythe's childhood home when she sees kids outside moving quickly past the window on some kind of wonderful metal monster.
If you're on a bike, you're the engine, and all the food you ate that day is the fuel.
Think about it.
So when you could go to Taco Bell and be like, I'm at the gas station for the me engine. If you
Give
think
me
about
some
it.
bike fuel and a
Give me some.
tostada.
Can I get a bike? Can I get a Crunchwrap bike fuel?
I'm Barbara Gray.
I'm Brandy Posey.
And I'm Tess Barker.
We're Lady to Lady.
Do you want to sleep over in your ears?
Is that a friend in your pocket, or are you just podcast to see me?
We're a portable hangout you can bring to the gym, on the subway, or on an oil rig.
Seriously, we have listeners who do that.
Chill with us while we get high with Margaret Cho.
Talk showgirls with Katya from Drag Race.
And hear Broadway star Anthony Rapp sing Hamilton.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
That's Lady to Lady.
Can you keep a secret?
Neither can we.
You guys want a Yahoo?
You know what, Griffin? I would.
How about this one sent in by level 9000 Yahoo? It's from Yahoo Answers user 420,
Nice.
who asks,
That's not one that got removed.
no.
Amazing.
And it's in pets, horses. Asks, have you met or seen any celebrities through the horse world? Which is, of course, if you look at a mirror during the dark hour, you can see into the horse world.
You could peer through the Equestriverse.
You can peer into the Equestriverse, and its secrets will be revealed. I'm just wondering if anyone else has. I've seen Patrick Swayze. So this one's from a bit ago. I've seen Patrick Swayze at the unless. Oh my God, Swayze's in the Equestriverse.
Is that where he went?
We gotta get him out
Gotta
of there.
get him out. DD2's got to happen.
Actually, you know what? I would.
DD2 did happen, by the way.
Wait.
It's called Havana Nights.
Yeah,
DD3.
Yep.
yeah.
Quack.
Quack.
Quack. Quack.
I've seen Swayze at the Kentucky Horse Park before, and in WEF, that's the Winter Equestrian Festival in Florida, Seinfeld was there because his daughter rides, and I talked to him. Ha 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 ha.
Here's what I said.
Mary Kate Olsen tried my friend's horse the other week. Let me try your horse.
It is mine now.
So we got to talk to her, and I shook Steven Spielberg's hand. His daughter was in my junior hunter class. That's for hunting horses.
The horse world.
Wait. Like you see him out in the wild, like, shh, I got a shot.
No, you don't kill
gonna
the
bring him
horses.
down.
You ride the horses into the hunt.
It's just you and the horse killing much smaller defenseless animals.
Got
I
it.
just think it's cool that celebs compete in the same sport I do, and when they're in the horse world, they're still viewed as celebrities, but people generally leave them alone like they're normal people showing. No paparazzi or anything scattering. a blessy.
Thank you.
No paparazzi or anything annoying scattering to them or to talk or greet them. It's just interesting. Do you have any celeb stories that relate to horses? Share! I love to hear them.
Oh, Cher? Yeah, she loves riding horses.
Share me those.
So this
Share, nice horse. Hey, Share.
This person, through being a part of the horse world, has met Seinfeld, Spielberg,
Yes.
Mary Kate,
Swaz.
and like everybody was just totally chill.
Yeah, everybody was
I'm
totally
saying
chill
that the
about it.
horse world is fucking star-studded. Do you know who loves horses?
Who?
I'll give you two people who love horses.
Please tell me now.
Martha Stewart.
Okay.
Crazy about him. Channing Tatum.
Yes. Very
Crazy
much so.
for
That
horses.
makes perfect sense.
Goes crazy for it. He's got his own. He's gone riding with Martha Stewart. I know this from
Fuck.
Baby Geniuses. They do a whole segment called Ban Chunch about Martha Stewart's pony Ban Chunch.
Hunter Jumper says, I've never met anyone at a horse show, frown face, but Bill,
Never, and I mean, I've never met
anyone.
anyone at a horse show.
But Bill Gates used to work with my dad and would come speak at his meetings. Same with Steve Jobs. My friend was in the Justin Bieber movie, and a close family friend has worked with Channing Tatum. My family also goes to the TED conferences every year. We meet a lot of people there.
Hold
the
the rail.
fucking
That's
phone.
not what we asked. It's not, have you ever met anyone, period.
That's an unacceptable diversion.
Justin, have you ever met anybody at the horse thing? Well, no, but I saw Dave Chappelle on the street in New York once.
So that was cool.
So that was cool. Also, my dad is Steve Jobs, so fuck you.
My dad hangs out with Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Or did.
Yeah. We've just lost a lot of people since September 4th, 2009.
Have you guys ever met anyone through the horse world?
Have I met anyone through the horse world? So one time during the dark hour, I did look into the mirror. It was a thunderstorm outside, and I looked into the mirror, and Wanda Sykes was on the other side. Yeah, Wanda Sykes was looking. She was also during the dark hour was looking into the mirror through the Equestriverse, and like it was hard to see her through all the billowing manes and just sort of like dust clouds being kicked up while these Mustangs just sort of ran through. But yeah, we definitely saw it, and I waved, and she waved, and she looked a little bit uncomfortable, but it was nice.
Did she have a prophetic message for you? Because I've heard if you look in the mirror at the dark hour and you see Wanda Sykes in the horse world, that she'll tell you something that you wish you didn't know about your future.
I mean, any communication was sort of, language gets destroyed in the horse world,
Yeah.
and so it's hard. It's tough.
It was
It's
just
tough.
Wanda Sykes screaming.
It was Wanda Sykes, and she was screaming something, and I was trying to read her lips, but there
seemed
were
like
so
a
many
date.
horses.
That's the worst part. If she was screaming a date.
Just over
She
and over.
actually reached down and she wrote something on a notepad, and as soon as she held it up, her mirror shattered, and she was actually lost to the horse world. So.
You hate to see that.
You hate that when that happens.
I've never met anybody specifically through the horse world, but
Yeah.
when I was in Scotland, Teresa and I did go on a horseback ride through the Glen, and I rode a horse. And
What was the horse's name?
I can't remember the horse's name, but I swear it was in. I don't know if it was like a spiritual thing or just like a spiritual successor
Oh, it was a spiritual
thing.
thing, definitely.
Because the horse was Napoleon Bonaparte. I could
Oh,
tell.
shit.
I could tell by the way the horse shit. Like it shit. It was very like defiantly and powerful.
Napoleon, small man, huge craps.
And he would do it right in the middle of the ground, staring staring into the eyes of
Challenging
his
you.
like officers to like show dominance.
And he would only do it once a week because he wanted to get a really good one. And he'd be like, Zutalo, it's time for him to make a crap.
And it would actually like kind of lift him off the ground a little
Yeah, it's
bit.
like a fun cartoon.
And that's exactly what
dookie.
this horse did. And I was like, oh my God.
Do you think you know like you see those sedans that have like 4 people carrying it? Like, don't you think that as a display of dominance, those should all have holes in the bottom to shit out of them?
Yeah.
Because like, what could be more like? There's one thing cooler than being carried by 4 people, and it's like I'm actually going to take a dump right now. Sorry. How about
Please try to keep it steady.
how about another question?
I want to get in the horse world.
How can you get into the horse world?
Do you have to pay your way in?
I mean, yes.
Do you have to own a horse?
Yeah.
That probably helps. They probably don't want any looky-loos that are just like, I don't have a horse, but I'm super into them.
Yeah.
You're just a poseur. You're a casual.
Hit me with a cue.
Here it
dog.
comes. I was eating a cookie after lunch before going to. I want a
Squad!
munch!
Squad!
No, you fucked it. That
I
was
got
very
it.
good time that you did it very well.
Thank you.
I want a munch,
Squad!
Am I supposed to sing it?
I want to
Come on,
munch,
squad.
Dun, 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 dun. The hut's back. I don't know. Has the Hut been up in the squad before?
The Hut is sticking cheese and hot dogs and fucking everything. So yeah, I'm assuming they've been in the mix.
Here's the literal title of this press release.
Give it to me.
This is not a drill.
Jesus God, no, it's happening for real.
Pizza Hut unleashes latest cheesy goodness in all new grilled cheese stuffed crust
What the
pizza.
fuck did I tell you? Pizza Hut embarrassing us with cheese.
Okay, here's the beginning of the press release. We like to refer to press releases here on the Munch Squad because who better to talk about this stuff than the experts?
Justin, wait, before you jump into it really quick, and this is important. This is like a drill, right? This is like a...
No, this is
like
not a drill.
This is like a practice run?
Grilled cheese, good. Original stuffed crust pizza, good. Grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza, real good.
Nice. That's good copy right there.
It features extra gooey cheddar and mozzarella cheese stuffed in baked in onto the crust. Finish off the grilled cheese crust. It's topped with toasted breadcrumbs and melted butter.
Excellent.
Because that's been the problem with crust
More bread.
to this point. It's just bread and butter.
I just love the Hut's genuine cheese, like their mozzarella.
It's all hand
They use the
rolled.
mozzarella.
They use the Swiss and the corks.
My question is this.
Cheddar.
Is there anything in there, Justin, that stipulates what separates this from a cheese-stuffed crust pizza?
I
Which
just fucking outlined for you that includes hand-rolled artisanal mozzarella
is that the mozzarella?
and toasted breadcrumbs and melted butter.
The butter is probably what
Here-
separates it from the herd,
Oh,
right?
these motherfuckers put breadcrumbs up on the bread.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to determine
That's
here.
unacceptable, guys.
It's impossible.
Where did they get the
impossible.
crumbs from? They must have destroyed other bread.
Yeah, I've got
Wait,
it.
they must have taken whole bread to ruin it for other bread.
Yeah. Every
Wait.
pizza takes 2 pizzas to pizza. And that's just, I'm an eco-conservationalist, and that just sets me off.
Here's a quote, perhaps the most unnecessary explanatory quote in American rhetoric. It's from David Tim, Chief Marketing Officer of Pizza Hut, so you know he can be trusted. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza is the perfect combination of a classic grilled cheese and traditional pizza. Thanks, David.
Thank you.
I did wonder where you're going with this bad boy.
You know what would be a way bolder statement? It's an imperfect
Yeah, this hybrid should not and could not exist.
Here's the truth. We've been working on this for 2 years, and we just got to the point where it's like, we can't put any more R&D into this. We just have to release it in the wild. The result is a delicious, flavorful, and indulgent pizza that packs the punch of a gooey, cheesy, crunchy grilled cheese.
How much selling does it take to get the concept of the crust is like grilled cheese? Okay,
I know what you're doing. And then it says the result of eating this pizza will either be dumped forever or never dumped again, or it's like unclear. At
or
this point.
like both, but alternating, and you never know which one it's gonna be.
Indulgent is maybe the best adjective, because it's literally one shade below like gluttonous fuck pile.
This is a real hedonistic pizza.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
Feed your corpulence.
Bathe in olive oil and red wine.
Add
as
this
you enjoy it.
to your self slime trash bag.
Yeah, the perfect appetizer for a night at the vomitorium.
Then have your servant come in and tickle your throat with a feather so that thou must enjoy more
Rub this
pizza.
on your face.
You would think the press release would end there.
Oh.
But someone wrote all that stuff and was like, I still don't know
Gotta
if they
drive
get
it home.
They say, this is how they justify. Cheese is rapidly becoming one of America's favorite foods. Cheese?
Dog cheese?
It's 2016. Cheese has been a pretty dominant part of cuisine for ever.
It continues. Related, pizza is often ranked as the most popular food in America.
Get out.
Pizza Hut puts that in every one of their press releases. Pizza, still very good. Still very, very
Still
good. and
enjoyed by
popular.
many.
We did millions of dollars of research to determine that people seem to like cheese and pizza.
And I'm reading here down on the press release, it says, fuck hamburgers. That's crazy.
Then it continues. To round out the equation, grilled cheese has been pegged as one of the most comforting foods ever imagined. Now, all these favorites, and there are quotes on that, favorites can be enjoyed as one. This is like the person that tells you a joke, and it's like, no, the horse has a long face.
Do you get it?
So why the long face is because the horse has a long face. I'm going to read the last paragraph here, okay? Because the fact that this is a paragraph as part of a press release going out to the press does just delight me.
Heartbreaking. Is there a newspaper, by the way, of record that is like great quotes? Definitely going to toss these in our story. Cheese. It's very important right now.
Very
Pizza on the rise.
pizza. People like pizza and cheese, and they like grilled cheese. So we
Stop
put,
the presses.
Yeah.
Steven, with this front page.
The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza can be topped with any one of the following fresh Pizza Hut ingredients.
Good God.
Fresh mushrooms, fresh spinach, fresh red onions, fresh green bell peppers, sliced banana peppers, sweet pineapple, sliced jalapeno peppers, Mediterranean black olives, Peruvian cherry peppers, and diced Roma tomatoes, as well as pepperoni, Italian sausage, premium salami,
The stuff you're really
classic
gonna put on
meatballs,
it.
And
slow roasted
napkins,
ham,
and-
hardwood smoked bacon, grilled chicken, beef, and seasoned pork. Pizza lovers can customize their pizza with a choice of 5 sauces, including classic marinara, premium crushed tomato, creamy garlic parmesan.
This is now a
barbecue, and
menu.
buffalo.
Hey, your press release is now a menu.
They can also top their pizza with a choice of sauce drizzles. This is just your menu.
It's your
idiot.
menu, dummy, idiot, dumb
Idiot.
asshole.
You just put this in your press release. It's just your fucking menu.
Are you fucking Charles Dickens working on a word count? You
The
get paid
thing-
by the line?
The things you can put on the pizza is all the things because there's
Anyway,
no pizza
these-
law.
these-
You
are the
know
prices.
Pizza?
These are the prices and the different sizes, and here's every phone number to every Pizza Hut.
so
Call, you'll talk to Bill. He'll walk you through the process from that point.
Hey guys, this is a great press release. I was just wondering, my name is Dr. Salad, and I was wondering if there's anything for me at your establishment. And Mr. Domino's has been able to help me out lately, so I'm not such a heel at my local parties.
Go fuck yourself. Cheese is so popular right now. Unless we can put grilled cheese into a salad somehow.
That's crazy.
That's ludicrous. And also, can I just make one quick note? They try to sell you a line about how they'll make your crust pretzel. Griffin and I specifically
Oh, what the fuck?
requested-
I didn't even think about that.
It's all I've thought about for 3 days. Griffin and I specifically requested a pretzel after a long shoot.
Yeah.
A long day of shooting and doing. We had to eat late night pizza, and we specifically asked for a pretzel crust. And did we get it? We did not.
Did not.
But could you get a grilled cheese crust that's pretzel?
Yeah, we can get whatever the fuck we want.
There's no pizza law.
There's
no, I
nothing
actually
left.
don't think that would work. I don't think you could. Anyway, let me
yet.
actually read the question. I was eating a cookie after lunch before going to the computer lab. When I got there, I realized there was a crumb from the cookie stuck in a fold of my shirt. Without thinking, I popped it straight into my mouth. Several people in the lab stared at me in shock, even though I explained it was just a cookie crumb.
No. You don't understand. It was a crumb from a cookie.
I was enjoying a delectable Otis Spunkmeyer, and I just couldn't let a single morsel of that
Oh,
bad
there's
boy get
some
away.
under my nails.
You're scandalized because perhaps I should have shared. Sorry, all the Otis Spunkmeyer for me, unfortunately. What do you want to call your cookie company? Well, I have a pretty appetizing name. What is it? It's Otis Spunkmeyer. Good. Put it on things.
Finish the question.
Okay. Should I just brush it off, or was I okay not letting it go to waste? That's from Insatiable Appetite in Athens, Georgia. You were absolutely not okay. That is
that's
unacceptable.
okay.
What is it? Oh, it's acceptable.
Well, the problem is they did not clarify the size of said crumb.
If you have a cookie crumb on your shirt, that's a passenger on you. That's embarrassing. Eating it isn't. That is whatever. Why do you fucking care?
I don't know the level of like CSI bullshit you would need to go through to confirm 100% that it was definitely a delectable Otis Spunkmeyer cookie crumb.
Especially when you work, let me check the question again, in a lab.
Yeah, you work in a lab.
On a computer lab. It's not like you're doing fucking
computer
science.
lab.
They're not
Okay.
like dicing.
I missed the word computer.
They're like, oh man, we've almost finished splicing the genome. Oh no, I made the one that gives me wasp wings. Wee! That's how science works.
That's how science works.
Okay, other options though, like people were acting pretty upset, but what would they have thought if you picked a cookie crumb off your shirt and just like flicked it at them? Like that would be
I think they
bad.
probably would have thought you were a real, like, bad boy.
What were you supposed to do? Go get a napkin and throw away? Like, what is this?
No, hold it out in front of you as though it were like a spider and like, ooh, I got a crumb. What do I do?
What do I
and
do,
really
everybody?
panic.
Why are these people fucking mad dogging you? Hey, that's what I would say. If I picked a delicious crumb from a spunk and chomped it, and you guys looked at me like, ugh, I would look at the two of you and I'd say, hey, Mind your own fucking business. What I eat and do to my body is none of yours.
It's possible that all of these other people at the computer lab, like, they all got together and they just watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh.
And they just see you, like, pluck a crumb and eat it. And they're like, what if, and they all just horrified themselves thinking
What
about
if that
tiny
was one of
children.
the kids?
What if it was Richard?
Yeah.
What if that was Richard Moranis himself?
I don't think he got shrunk in the movie.
Except he did in the second one. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, he did in the third one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Honey, we shrunk ourselves.
Then why did you say that he didn't?
He shrunk
But
the
he
kids.
didn't in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
He
He
shrunk-
said it in the movie. The kids got
He
shrunk.
shrunk the kids. He exploded his infant son, and
Yeah.
then he
The order
shrunk
was
himself.
shrunk the kids, saved them, thought I'm going to keep doing this particular I'm going to keep following this particular dream. Blew up his son and was like, I should maybe no, I'm going to keep doing it, I think. And then did himself. And I think that was the final straw because we didn't get a
Yeah, the fourth one
Well, then
has to
there's the
be
TV show.
the fourth one has to be Honey. I think this relationship is run aground.
Honey, I think we need to
Wait,
take
there was a
break.
TV there's
Yeah.
a TV show?
Yeah, with Peter Scolari.
Yeah,
Was the TV show just like every episode like how the fuck does this keep happening?
It was all different machines. It was the shrinkery was in there. Do you think that when they were naming Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 2, somebody said, we'll go with I Blew Up the Baby, and everybody went, let's see if we can come up with better than that. And it was like, I made the baby real big. I bigged up the baby.
If each one is a sentence that you are saying to your spouse, then I think by 5 it would just be like, Margaret, Margaret, I can't fucking believe this.
I know this is going to be hard to believe, but it happened again.
Honey, I Shrunk
and
the
it's
Kids.
still not my fault.
Baby, I blew up the baby. Honey, we shrunk ourselves. Sweetheart, I done fucked this one so bad. Margaret, this is going to be the end of our marriage, isn't it?
Honey, I want you back. That was number
Honey, I want you back, and also I'm very small. Please come get me.
Please think of your very small husband.
Honey, I finally listened to your complaints and blew up my wiener. That's just like a crazy great hog.
Honey, I shrunk your dad to the point of non-existence, and now he's gone. Honey, I'm sorry about your dad.
Honey, I shrunk my ego and blew up my level of consideration for you and listening. I blew up my listening skills. Please take me back. What do you think Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV show is about? Like, episode per episode, what do you think?
Episode 1, coming strong out of the gates. I think it's a pretty traditional child shrinking romp.
Okay.
Episode 2, I think they probably should. It's all size play, right? So I think the dog probably gets weird.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 3, the whole house got little. Oh no, all our stuff.
Episode 4, he accidentally shrinks the relationship counselor that they bring in.
And then they just carry him around in their pocket. He's like a recurring character.
Yeah, it was very cute though. I do like that part.
Episode 5, they shrink their son but blow up their daughter. And at this point, Peter's just like, I'm just trying to find new fun ways of mixing it
He's
up.
just trying to feel alive. He can only feel alive by shrinking at this point.
I'm just going to hit both of you guys with some titles of episodes of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show. Honey, we've been swallowed by Grandpa. Literally out the gate, they nail it.
Let me just get on. Let me just torrent this real quick.
Honey.
Torrenting. Shut up. I'm watching this now. Shut up. Give me 22 minutes. Nobody talk. Just let me sit here in it.
Honey, the house is trying to kill us.
Holy shit.
Honey, I'm haunted.
Honey,
Honey, I'm haunted?
Honey, you've got 9 lives.
Okay, so this is the what's the fucking cat movie that's out right now? Happy Cat.
Honey, they're after me, Lucky Charms.
No, that's not. That can't be.
Justin.
Okay, Wayne's invention succeeds in finding gold. A pot of doubloons claimed by a leprechaun who
Just
puts a
having
curse
fun
on the
with
Zelensky's until they hand
Just
it
having
over.
fun with it.
Listen, I know that the movies are pretty whimsical with the ant dog
This is
and
a franchise
the oatmeal
rooted
pie.
in science.
But you can't do the, like, I don't know, scientific leprechaun.
Honey, I blew up the leprechaun.
Honey, I know what you're thinking. Honey, you're living in the past. That's like is that a two-parter?
yeah.
That's where it all starts to go downhill for the Zelenskys.
Honey, I have conquered death.
By the way, they did 66 episodes of this motherfucker. By the way, I bet Peter Scolari really feels an ownership of this role at this point since he's been doing it 15 times as
way
long
longer than
as Rick Moranis.
Richard did.
What's the finale called, you think? Honey, who done it?
Honey, we died.
Honey, time stretches before me as an endless loop through which I'm trying to escape. Time is a flat circle, honey.
Honey, time's a flat circle.
Honey, now we're all sons of bitches. Honey, I invented the atomic bomb accidentally back in
Honey,
time.
I've become death, destroyer of worlds.
This is, oh man, this seems like a pretty good show.
It really was. I actually remember enjoying it immensely.
Honey, I shrank all of Australia, and it's just fucking gone now.
Can I tell you? Scolari's a treasure.
I love Scolari.
Scolari's a fucking treasure.
Yeah, he's great. Honey, I'm the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
That was the last episode?
No, it's the last one's called Honey Whodunit. It's a murder mystery, I guess.
Kind of seems like an anticlimax. You would think they would end with some shrinking. You would think they would bring it back and be like, honey, let's bring it home with some shrinking. Some good old-fashioned shrinkage.
Honey, the next last episode is Honey, I Shrink, Therefore I Am.
So that's where it was.
Kind of a thinker.
I would like to see one episode in which he uses like the enlarging ray, but enlarges everyone to 1.1 scale. So that is like 1.1 times the size. So it's definitely like weird, but not the inconvenience that they were dealing with otherwise. It's not like a giant baby. It's just like a 7-foot tall man.
Well, this has got to be an expensive show, I would think. Right?
Oh, definitely.
Like,
with all the science.
And I mean, they're just going through kids nonstop with all the. Do you know how many kids they lost in the original Shrink?
A lot?
A lot. They would just let them out in the lawn, and then that's it for them.
1.5 kids.
That ant killed 6 kids.
But that ant has been working in this town for so many of the stories that ant could tell.
Honey, I'm rooting for the home team.
That's just one where it's no science, no
Nick
wackiness.
is upset because he's having trouble playing baseball, so he asked his dad to make some inventions to help him play baseball better.
That's just cheating, Wayne.
No angels in the outfield, only man.
Elsewhere, Diane is worried about her recital, and Amy uses a cream that camouflages pimples, but she uses too much and it hides her nose.
No. Hold on. You can't both give me baseball machines and invincible
You're telling me
nose.
there's 2 wacky science subplots in each episode of Shrink?
You can't put both in there, Wayne.
Yeah. Okay. Last one, I promise. Honey, the bunny bit it. Nick invents a machine of his own in an attempt to resurrect his dead pet buddy, Copernicus.
Oh, my God.
Things go wrong when his invention summons a monstrous creature from another dimension that possesses the body of his deceased friend.
Holy fucking shit.
That's real?
How's your Saturday morning programming, everyone?
That's real? Nick defeats death and invites a demon from another world into our plane?
Honey, we've lost the plot. Honey, we went wrong somewhere. That's going to do it for us, folks. We hope you've enjoyed the program. Thank you so much for hanging in with us on this kind of weird, bumpy 3-week schedule. We'll be back to normal soon after.
I'm going to actually predict that the next episode is probably going to be a little bit late because we are.
We may
No. We'll get one up. It's just I'm traveling that weekend and we are going to be fucking wiped because we're doing
trying to find a house.
Yeah, Travis's house hunting. So the next week will probably be a bit off schedule. We apologize, but we're going to get this thing back on track.
We'll probably end up sitting on that live show too because girlfriend and I have got
Yeah, we need to put some stuff in the tank for this one.
We need to bank some stuff.
Got to bank some stuff, and also we're recording it, so we probably can't put it out.
That's a good point.
A lot of twists and turns.
This is quite the roller coaster.
The show, by the way, I just want everyone to know, I'm very proud of how it's coming along. I cannot wait for everyone to see it. I think you're
so
going to like it.
If we've sounded like exhausted, and we did a live Facebook live thing for CISO, and a lot of people were like, God, they look so tired. It's not coming from a place of us being like bummed out or anything, because the show's going really, really well, and I'm really happy with it, and I think it's going to be really good.
We're just leaving it on the fucking.
We're just all going so deep in the
every
paint.
bit. You know what I mean? Like we don't have anything. At the end of the day, I am a toothpaste tube. Rolled from the bottom, you know?
I want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song. It's a departure off the album Putting the Days to Bed. It's a great album that you should go get. Also want to thank Maximum Fun for having us. Go to MaximumFun.org and just go click on websites. Go click on podcasts. Go listen to stuff like Beef and Dairy Network and Judge John Hodgman and Stop Podcasting Yourself. We all have other shows and video stuff and Twitter stuff that you can find at McElroyShows.com.
I would like to plug one in particular.
Okay.
We just did an episode of Schmanners in which my wife did like a biography of Emily Post.
Oh, interesting.
That was amazingly fascinating. Emily Post was incredible, and Teresa did a great job with it. It's my favorite episode I think that we've recorded so far, and I just wanted to plug that and say go check out Schmanners, listen to that Emily Post episode, and educate yourself on Emily Post. She's amazing.
Yep. Is that it?
I think that's going to do it for us, folks. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We have a final question.
Yeah.
Found by Griffin. And what we do every week is Griffin reads this and we kind of think about it and dwell on it, and then we come back the week after.
Sort of focus most of our energies on it and just like release.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Anyway, this one was sent by Rachel Rosing. Game Recognized Game, Rachel Rosing. We need to write down a fucking list of what everybody's stuff is.
You need to write down a list.
Definitely need to do that.
Thank you, Rachel Rosing. It's by Yahoo Answers user Earl, who asks, what is Mary Tyler Moore's role in the big scheme of things?
So good.
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
It's been my brother, me. Kiss your dad, square on the lips.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture. Artist owned.
Listener supported.
Why would you listen to a podcast of TV pilots that never got made? It must not have been any good, right?
I don't know for a fact that anyone read it.
They couldn't get the deal done. There's kind of a regime change.
Someone at the studio who was in a decision-making capacity said, these guys seem like losers.
They just blamed it on, okay, well, it must be women.
We got word that USA had decided to stop doing comedy.
Why aren't we making this? It was so good.
Hear the TV comedies you never got to see on the Dead Pilot Society podcast. Listen on MaximumFun.org or wherever you download podcasts.